Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. Today we're starting with 2002 for the year and September 10th for the date. There are 4 games on today's date, but after scrambling the wheel, the game it landed on was Egg Mania Eggstreme Madness. The game starts off with a CGI intro featuring a tower, the publisher, and some little egg characters before showing the title screen. There's 8 characters that you could choose from, with 4 others being unlockable through game progression, but to start off the game's campaign mode, I chose Funky the Disco Egg because why wouldn't I choose an egg with an afro? The campaign mode was similar to Mortal Kombat's Tower Gauntlet, where you had to beat random opponents to progress upwards, and every time you won you gained a life, but every time you lost one was taken away. The game itself is a puzzle game similar to Tetris, but the difference was you go against an opponent to build up a tower with the goal of building it high enough to reach a hot air balloon at the top. That being said though, there are some obstacles that stood in your way. For one, the tower's stability was super important as it was tracked with a meter, and when there were too many gaps in it, it'd start to collapse, and once it collapses down to water level, it was game over. The game also contained different power-ups such as boots that help you jump higher to grab pieces quicker, hammers you could throw at your opponent to destroy incomplete rows or knock them off their tower, cements that fill in holes in your tower, and more. One last layer of difficulty came from the levels themselves, as each one had unique enemies to avoid, such as spiders that steal your pieces, bubbles that carry you away, dragons that knock you off your tower, and the list goes on. Once I got the mechanics down, the game was pretty simple and I breezed through their over easy mode rather quickly, but immediately got humbled by their hardboiled mode and just decided to move on. My favorite mode the game had to offer though was bomb mode, where it made me focus on the bomb power up, and instead of building your tower, the main objective was to destroy your opponents by throwing bombs back and forth at each other. It definitely forces you to get familiar with the discard mechanic though, as if you pick up pieces, it'll only slow you down in the long run, which basically means your run is ruined. Some other modes the game had to offer included solo, survival, and a tournament mode you could play with up to 8 people. The only other mode I didn't mention was the custom mode, which shockingly had a lot of depth to it and a bunch of other things you could change for each individual player. If you couldn't tell already, I had a blast with this game and all it had to offer. It had a good amount of variety, including 10 different stages to choose from. The mechanics didn't control bad at all, and it was pretty charming down to unique CGI scenes each character had before the matches. While I thought this game would be a yoke, it actually turned out to be an unexpected gem out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside games you hope to see in the future on this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.